I'm Stacy J. Welcome here today. Fate has brought you here to know a fabric from the vault I will sew. Hang out and you will see just what the garment will be.
Hi, how are you going? I don't know if you remember me, but Wheel of Fate, it is what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to send you back in time a couple of months ago, and I'm going to pop up a breakdown of what I spun, and then I'm going to get back to you and tell you what I made out of it. Yes, it's been 2 months. Life has happened a lot, like literal 3 weeks in Aussie. Got to take a break then, don't I? Couldn't take it with me. Or could I? Anyway, so if you're keen to find out what I spun and what I made, stay tuned. Excellent. I'm Stacey J, and this is my studio. So I'm going to quickly, while he's just reversing the car, he does have to get across the other side to Pororua by 5. I don't know what the time is. Know what to do. So we've got the stretch lizard snake-like skin, okay, and we've got 2 meters of that at 135 wide, and this one is 120 wide, and we've got 4 meters of this, and this is a corduroy. Okay, so Mr. Christopher's going to come here. I have halved it now, so he's going to come over and come say hello.
So I've got to spin it to the blank spots over and over and over.
No, because I've got the line. See that line?
Ah.
Yeah, I made that dark. So let me just
call
check.
that line centre. I feel
I
this
would
fabric's
really.
the favourite.
None of them are the favourite, obviously. Otherwise, I would have made something. Okay, right. Let's double check that I am recording. Yep.
Which one don't you want?
No, I've got to make something with either of them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was just going to use the power of the force to when it spins so well.
Someone said that it needs to be calibrated, which made me laugh.
I calibrated it.
I know. I said, don't tell Mr. Christopher. He reckons he calibrated it. So it's landed on the cord. So still nothing with my snake skin.
I used to do that with my corduroy pants when I was a kid.
Remember when you used to walk it and go, there you go. I spun the gorgeous needle cord. You've just seen it, but I'll show you. This is a little sample of it. What happened to me? What happened was I had a lot to make before I went to Aussie. So I spent all of September not doing any outside work bar for this one company I do a lot of work for. And I had a couple of urgent jobs I did. And apart from that, I spent the first 16 days of September making stuff for Australia as gifts and making stuff for myself. So that hindered me a little bit on my Wheel of Fate fabric. Now, I had something in mind. I definitely did, and I know I got some recommendations of what I could do. One was a vest. I feel that this would have made me extremely busty enough if I'd made a vest out of that. Mainly because my waist is high. I tend to steer away from vests. I've made a few, and just, yeah, I don't know, just this kind of heaviness of the fabric would have just added a blockness to me. And then I had an idea. I knew what I was going to make. I was going to make the Tatum by Stylark. Now I was trying to do a real cheeky and get 2 birds, 1 stone. But that did not succeed. Here is the Tatum here. I love this dress, and I thought it would look absolutely divine in this fabric. Can you see it? Can you see it? I was probably 1 meter short. Now I had 4 meters of this fabric at 114 wide. So the 50 million pieces that are in this wasn't going to work. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. So my thinking cap went back on, and I am just looking for the envelope of what I did. And I had mentioned previously, maybe a year or so ago, that I was thinking of really hacking this puppy up, and I did. This is Simplicity 8014, that one. So what I did was I took C and A and made it Stacey J. Hey, that rhymes. I did pretty good. So I took the front of C there. See there? Took the front of C and added the back of A. It might sound silly. It might sound, I don't know, it might sound something to you guys, but that's what I did. I did look at C first. Now that's C, and it does scoop up a little bit high for my liking. But I've decided that I've seen a lot of people wear a lot of shorter dresses than I wear. And I don't know, I had this like mental block of ageness that said I should have below the knee kind of thing. Now, when I show you me walking around and photos of me, you tell me whether those knees should be covered up. Now, I have been told by one of my viewers that I got a good looking set of pegs and I should be actually showing them off. And I was like, well, you know what? She thinks so. Why not, right? So I took C and I added A. So obviously at the back there is a big scoop, but at the front it is a plain standard shirt. So if you just look at actually C, you can see it a bit better, even on her. Okay, and just that waist yoke. And I did a double yoke. I'm a double yoker. Do like my double yokes, eggs and in my clothing. And of course I've got hacked, put the hack that matched the purple, and Stacey J on the inside. So it's double yoked there, a nice collar on a stand going on there, top stitched around. I've shortened the sleeves, so the sleeves actually had a fold up. I chose not to do the fold up off the sleeve. I have shortened the sleeve to just where the fold up sort of came in, and I altered of course and went back out so that it fits the actual armhole because it's narrower. So it sort of went out all over overstitched, overlocked. It's all overlocked, and oops, there's a lengthy thread. I'll just remove that while I talk to you. I also put pockets in. I did them the Stylark styles. I do like my Stylark styles pockets, and so they come down the front there with the little stitch in it. Now what I don't mind with this and having pockets at my hips is that I've got very narrow hips, so that just sits there nicely, and then pocket. I have narrow hips, so going from the bust and then coming out with the pocket sitting there, it looks great. One thing I definitely did not do was put patch pockets on my bust. My busts sit in bras. They don't need pockets to sit in, and trust me, it just looks like they are in sitting in the pockets. So I do not put pockets on my bust unless it's like a denim jacket and it's like, but I avoid it if I can. It's quite the lightweight needle cord. Okay, so it's actually can be worn in summer. I know it's got the black cutaway at the back, but I wear what I want when I want. So if it's bright, I can wear it in the middle of winter. That doesn't bother me. I don't need to wear dowdy clothes or dowdy colors because it's winter. So I can wear this in summer if I wanted to. And why can I wear it in summer? Because it doesn't get very warm here. Okay, this is just somebody who's come from 30 degrees. Okay. Yeah, so it's quite good. I am thinking about putting just some stitched belt loops here, just not stitched here for my belt to sit in. I'm not a firm one for tying stuff around my waist because my waist is straight under my bust. It does draw it to that fact. But when I was in the military in Australia, we just changed our uniforms from the old nurse, it looked like nurses' uniforms, and we changed it to a vintage 40s, 50s button-down dress, and we could wear it without a belt, and it tucked in at the waist, and I always wore mine without a belt because I felt the belt just didn't fit me. Little did I know that it wasn't fitting me, it just wasn't at my waist. So yeah, I quite like it. It's quite long. It's got the centre down the back there. The vast difference in the actual skirt versus the skirt versus the front. Okay, it sort of goes up like that. So it's quite a bit longer than that, but I like a tail. I'm quite happy with that. I like it. If I wear it a few times and feel that it's a little bit too long, then, well, I can shorten it, but I can't lengthen it. I can. I'll just put a band around it to make it lengthened. Next time I make it, I will actually add length, because C, although putting even the side, because what I did was the side of B, but the base of A to the back of C. So I scooped what that would have been at the sides and scooped it down to there. Okay, so what I would probably do next time is probably add, and I reckon it was, I've got a tape measure here, a really long one. I reckon it was probably, yeah, about 10 centimeters difference, and I would probably add 10 centimeters to the front of the dress. Then makes it below the knees, well, on the knees, mid knees, below the knees, I don't know, but that's okay. So I actually hacked off a little bit because C actually wasn't as long, but it was my first time making it. Now, I'm not gifted a lot of things by companies, not caring, that's not a thing I'm about to say, but I get gifted stuff from people I know who's either quit sewing due to age or something, or their daughters sewed and they now live overseas. So I got gifted these newy buttons, okay, and they have a rim, if you can see there, they have a rim and you actually put your fabric in it. I like self-covering buttons. It gives me a classic vibe, but this, look at that little button. Now, when I was laid the fabric out to start with, and I had the fabric on top and I laid the buttons down because I wanted to get my measurements, I actually felt, when I looked at it, it felt like the front of the dress was in like a 1940s. I could imagine my nana wearing it after the war, you know, so early 50s. Oh, sorry, my eye is just having a meltdown. That's right. Okay, so yeah, so I really liked it, and so when you see me in it, actually I'll put me walking around here in it, I felt that it was very much a, yeah, had that 1940s 50s vibe to it. So it's like good girl in the front, body in the back, you know. I really liked it, so I'm really happy with it. Disappointed, not to the nth degree. Okay, means I still have to make this. So I still want to make this, but I'm really happy with how the outcome came out. I did think of wide leg pants for it, but I think my butt needs to get into some more dresses and less pants, because I throw on pants all the time. But I think maybe even if I had a long sleeve Monero, I can't even say the word now, long sleeve warm shirt underneath, a little t-shirt, long sleeved merino. If I had a long sleeve merino underneath, I would be able to take that into winter with a pair of tights and a pair of boots, because I've got some black boots, I've got some brown boots. Black obviously is the cutaway here, so I would probably wear black boots with it. And I do have a pair of vintage 1970s boots that are fluffy, so I do have those as well. If you've been watching me, you would know those boots. I have worn them a couple of times. Just while I'm here, excuse my hair, it's growing, it's really growing. Not that it looks longer here, but let's just not talk about it, because it's doing its thing, and it's just going to keep doing its thing until I decide to either, what is it, Queenie said you get to a point you're just going to cut it off. She said wear a headband. So I don't have my headband on today. I went into Parliament today to measure up some troopies. So yeah, So that was what I made. Tell me what you think. Did you think I would go that way? I think a dress is always on the card. A few people said pinafore, and although yes, I just don't think I suit them. I just don't think I suit them. Yeah, they're versatile, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I suit them. Do you guys know? I just don't think I suit them. So anyway, that's that. So with that, what else do I want to say about it? Do I want to say about it? It was very, I was going to say it's very easy to follow the instructions. I didn't follow the instructions. I'm not doing a pattern review of it by any means. The only thing I look to see with the instructions is whether they tubed it or folded it into fours, and they tubed it. So my belt's tubed. That's the only thing that I looked at and double checked was that. But I have been sewing for a million years, so not bad for a million, huh? So that's what I made. Simplicity 08014. Good girl in the front, Barty in the back. That's what I did. So I am pretty happy with that. Collar fell together beautifully. Yeah, good. And I do love them buttons, but I do not know where to find more. I only had, it was meant to have 5 in the packet, but there was only 4 proper backs and 2 fronts. One was meant to be a back, and I know they were gifted to me by somebody, and I believe it might be Galen's daughter who was making bras, and I think that was in it. I think. Apart from that, I don't know, but I think they look so vintage. It makes it look even more vintage, doesn't it? But if anyone knows where to buy these from, I have seen them. I did Google them really quickly, and Amazon was the place, or was it ST, somewhere like that. So, and I do need to buy a pattern for my daughter for her birthday present. She wants me to make her a baby doll blouse top thing. So I do need to go and buy something off ST. Right, now, each Wheel of Fate has the 6 fabrics. I have finally done that one. I mean, I'm way behind the 8 ball, but threw in a holiday, which was well loved, well deserved, well enjoyed, totally. So my last bit of fabric is this. This is 2 meters by 135. It is a snake skin. Snakes. We saw 2 snakes in Australia. I kept saying the wrong one. I said red belly browns. It's not. It's, I don't know. It's a snake that would, but yeah, it could kill you, basically. And I say it's the kind of snake you keep away from, like all other snakes. Yeah, so it's a snake skin, pink. I don't know. I did think of doing, now I do want to try, and don't think they'll suit me, but I do want to try the bob pants because everyone's hype and rave about them. Mum did ask me to watch So Carol to see what she thought of the bob pants because she too has not made them. And a lot of people have made them and swear by them. I don't know. I want to make them. I just want to make them. But I think these are not going to be bob pants. I don't know. I think. Oh, no, there's not enough material to make the tatum. So I am going to think long and hard about that, but not too long and not too hard. And I'm going to come up with something because I need to go back into my fabric vault, and I do need to actually take some more fabric out of there, don't I? Now, just I didn't do a Friday sews because life actually happened. I have been meaning to do this vlog since Friday, and it was going to go on the vlog, but lots of things happened in the last 3 days. And I haven't really got back into this room, so I couldn't make the dress, but I have now. Woohoo! And so what has happened? So on Thursday last week, I went to one of the intermediate schools. It's the same one my children went to, and they are having a WOW. They're doing their own WOW. A WOW is wearable arts, Wellington Wearable Arts. So we have it here every year, and they asked me to come and speak to them to help the children get ideas, ask me questions about designing and things like that. So, and I was in Australia when the email was sent and asked if I would speak, and I said, yeah, yep, I could do that. Thursday was also my uncle's birthday, my uncle Ricky, who's my dad's brother. And he's not in Milan, but he's in Italy at the moment, spending his birthday in Italy. Oh, the dreams of it all. So I went there and stood in front of like 40 to 60 faces, all staring at me. They are 12, 13-year-olds. And I went redder than my hair. I went beetroot red. I'm not really good at speaking. And yeah. So I stood in front of them, explained a bit about me, told them to follow their dreams, follow their passions, and they can achieve anything. And I actually didn't talk, but I went down, when my children did the WOW at that same intermediate, I went in with a sewing machine to help my daughter, because her item that she was going to make was actually, could be sewn, and my son made macrame. No, he didn't. He did paper mache item for this, I don't know, and a cape and things. So I understood where they were coming at. They have 3 different things they're going to do. So we talked about that a little bit, and any fabrics that you shouldn't sew with. Well, one of them was actually nature, and I said, you got to remember your leaves will dry and snap if they are put on a garment wet. They will become dry and brittle and break off, because they've got like 6-7 weeks to make their items. So yeah, so that was very nerve-wracking. Like, I know, crazy, like people like half my size, and you just walk in there. So the first thing I actually asked was, who's actually interested in design? So there was actually somebody that cared I was there. So yay. What else did I do? Just had friends over, and what else have I been up to? Trying to get back into the rhythm, but slowly but surely. Oh, on Saturday, I have my first sip and sew. The girl that had organised it earlier in the year, and it hadn't gone to fruition because the girls couldn't make it, and blah blah blah, big stories. She's actually having one for her mum's birthday, which is actually on the Friday. So sip and sew starts at 10 o'clock on a Saturday. It's got to be somewhere in England that's past 5 p.m, correct? So, you know, bubbly with orange juice, and that's classy. And yeah, we're going to make some bags, and I'll cut out all the patterns, all the pieces. So my first sip and sew is going to be then. So that's exciting as well. Long weekend here, Labor Day this weekend. Apart from that, not much. Back in the swing of life, really. Yeah. So anyway, that's me. I should have been putting pictures of me the whole time, coming forward in the stress. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you thought I might make, and tell me, are you finally excited to have seen that I made something? Okay, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've got to think hard about what I want to make with this. I don't know where I got it. Oh, this fabric I did get from Lincraft in Upper Hutt. And I did buy it to make something like the Margot from Mills and I can see it. Merchant Mills. So that's what I was going to make with it a long time ago, but I'm not, and I did not. So I'm going to leave you now. Stay well, stay warm, stay dry. Please stay warmer than I currently feel. Hydrate. Keep sewing. Hydrate. Have no regrets, and I don't. I'm pretty happy with my dress. I just regret that it wasn't finished a little sooner. And save face. It's coming into the warmer weather for some of you over the other side, at the top of the world. I lie. Winter for you guys. Summer for us. It's because I'm cold. I keep forgetting. And yeah, take care until the next time I'm looking at you. Please shove a heart in the comments, and make sure that you subscribe. Otherwise, yeah, yeah, you'll miss to see what I'm making with my snakeskin shoes. My snakeskins. Do you guys know the song Snakeskin Shoes? Can't think who sings it. 1992, I think it came out. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.